All right, everybody, it's the ID84 Show Live, episode 165 here on the second week in January here in 2021. As always, Adam the Mallet to the right of me from our exclusive locations. And we have a special guest tonight joining us again in a few minutes from the other side of the planet, which is wild. It's Maria in Korea. For the second time, she was.
That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
I do. I think that's her nickname now, Maria in Korea.
Maria in Korea.
What we talked to the day before Christmas Eve, right? So almost a month ago at this point. 3 weeks ago. But South Korea is in a super duper lockdown, so we're assuming that she's not really doing much over there. But we're gonna find out.
Yeah, well, we're gonna dive into this because.
Just want to give a shout out to Alex Wallace, by the way, who's watching. A number one fan. At least he's a ride and die, homie. You know what I mean? He'll ride and die up there. Alex, I was out in your neck of the woods a couple days ago, last weekend. I was in, I know you're up near the Fitchburg area. I was in Hampshire. I went to the Hampshire Mall in Hadley, which is the deadest mall, one of the deadest malls I've ever been to. I posted some pictures on the Wicked Explorers Instagram. It was weird because the mall looked like it was kept in nice condition, but everything in there was abandoned. There was no open. There was like only the end stores were open, and there was like this awesome movie theater that had this 2-level atrium that looked like something out of a Vegas casino. Like when you walk into the theaters and the casinos, it looked like it at one time. It was probably a kick-ass place to go.
Yeah, well, that's sad.
But it was and it was it was built in the late 70s, and the way there was everything around it was all these big box stores all around this mall, so it pretty much killed this mall. So, yeah. But we were out there. We wanted to check it out. I know that's Alex Wallace's, but then we went to Northampton, Massachusetts, to check out a brewery out there, which was cool. We're just trying to find things to do that cheap, and not too far away, right? Because basically the brewery, we just ate lunch. We had a couple of beers. So we're going to eat lunch anyway, so we might as well do it somewhere fun. And malls are free to go into. So, there you go.
That's perfect, actually. That's
the way to do it. And we have such a backlog on videos. We're good till almost March. So I don't have to worry about putting out videos once a week because I'm already the Wicked Explorers every Friday at 8 p.m. Check it out. Wicked Explorers, new video. There you go. And the potato has been taking a leave of absence, apparently, huh?
Yeah. I am still writing stuff. I just don't really feel
motivated
to do it or just not really feeling it right now. But I will. It's going to happen. I plan on posting at least an update video soon.
Mm-hmm.
And,
because you came across as videos on my YouTube. And because I subscribed to you, of course, and those are my subscriptions. You popped up as and I looked at the last date. It was almost like 2 months ago? The last video?
Yeah, about 2 months ago. Yeah,
first said, and I was like, no, Alex, I didn't get legal. I wouldn't go all the way to Western Mass for legal weed when I could go to Salem, right? That's still where's the shops around here we go? Salem, is that the close? That's right on Highland Ave, right? I know.
It's difficult. You got to look at some chains because the problem is there's ones that are for recreational and there's ones that are recreational and medical or just medical.
Yeah, like the one in Melrose we established is just medical, right? Right on.
I'm pretty sure that one is just medical. Yeah,
the
one in Salem is recreational.
Yeah. I know what both are. So the one in Melrose I drove by, it's on 99. It's in that small section of Route 99 that's Melrose. It goes from Malden, Melrose, then Saugus in the middle of like a second. But you said that was medical. But then it was also this one in Salem is up near my up where Doubleback used to work at the Pep Boys up there in Highland Ave in Salem, Massachusetts. You got there.
It was interesting because I remember when I went to the one in Salem and it was amazing walking in only because everybody had a common goal. There were so many different types of people there. I'm like, oh, those women are teachers. Oh, this is it's like every kind of group of person, black, white, didn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody, there's so many different kinds of fucking people there. It's ridiculous.
I've yet to be in one of these shops. I don't know why. I guess I'm never in the area. I just want to check it out. I feel like it's kind of weird. I feel like, ooh, should I be in here? It's like when you go to like a rub and tug place. It's like, am I supposed to be in here?
I don't usually walk around a rope and you walk around the showcase.
Yeah.
And you pick
Are they like cool? Like, what happens if you have no idea what you're talking about? The people there like cool to help you, or are they like people like at a comic
Oh
book
yeah, they're
store?
really chill. They're like
Yeah,
really chill.
they're like
Yeah.
assholes who are like you don't know what that means. Like, I
No,
like
no. Well, no, because you usually place it. Well, right now because of COVID, if you're out, you place the order. You sit in the parking lot. You wait for yourself to kind of be called, and then you go in.
okay.
And there's X amount of people in a line in the store. That's kind of how it went for me.
And if you didn't know what you want, they'll direct you in the right direction. So like, say I want something that's gonna kind of keep me like inspired. You know, they give me a strain for that. Or I need
Well, I
something
mean,
to help
you
me.
can you order from the website already. You've already ordered.
Oh, but it describes it on the website.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
These
You've
are
already ordered.
these are venues I've not yet gone down. You know, I'm a master of the alcohol and the erotica, but never on because I feel like sometimes you just need to chill out a little bit. I think it's a great thing for old people, like older people who are like, we're talking about my mother-in-law. We should give her some edibles to chill out because sometimes she gets a little stressed out. But like maybe like like just to kind of like wind down a bit and just kind of hang, just to chill.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not illegal. I mean, it's as legal as booze, I guess, right?
It is. No, it definitely is.
Oh, it's something. You know, you definitely got to have your mind in the set though. It's like drinking. You don't want to go drinking too much when you have shit to do. You don't want to be dropping too many edibles when you have fucking shit to do the next day or later that day, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a very bad day. Yeah.
Unless you're Mr. Powers, who we still have not heard from, and it's been a couple weeks yet. He did send me a message on I think it was Sunday on Facebook Messenger, and he goes, "Am I just old, or why can't I figure out how to use Zoom and go on Facebook?" And I said to him, I go, it's not. It's I go, you need a computer. You can't just do it on an iPad. I go, because you have to use like an emulator, which I use OBS, and it basically takes the screen.
Because Zoom and Apple bullshit.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like anything. Even PC would have to do it. Basically,
I just have Zoom on my phone.
Yeah, but if you want to bring it to Facebook Live.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
So basically the Zoom's fine. We can go back and forth in the Zoom.
Okay.
But to take the image and the audio that me and you are doing right now, I have to put it through an emulator, which takes whatever's going on my screen and sound card and puts it through the emulator onto Facebook through like a stream. It's not difficult. You just need to set it up. It takes some troubleshooting, and once you get it, you're good to go forever. You don't have to worry about it again.
Yeah.
But I was trying to explain to him, I'm like, you really just need to get like a laptop and like a cheap like USB mixer board, and then you can a camera. I mean, you just need a setup. You want to make it. So
Powers isn't going to understand this at all.
I kind of felt bad. If it was like remind me of the time I was trying to like talk my grandfather over the phone on how to program the clock on his VCR, and I just get to the point where I'm like, I'll just come over later and just set it up for you, just to make it easier.
You know when it's going to hit you when we're old is when that happens to you.
Yeah.
Like you need to, like, you can't do it, and you're bitching about it. You look at your son, and you tell him to come over and help you.
So my father's still good. He's still sharp on it. He's in his 60s, and my grandfather, his dad, until his 80s, was pretty still sharp of that stuff.
With technology?
Yeah,
really?
like he was up of like back in like the DVDs when they first came out and the surround sound. Like my grandfather would go to the store and he would buy it and he would wire it. He was good with electronics, instead of my father. So it's like I feel like hopefully I take those traits and I can stay up with the technology.
Yeah.
And but the problem with most people, old people, is they get comfortable for a certain like decade of their life, and that's like the last decade they live.
Well, the 90s was pretty awesome, Arty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if you were old in the 90s and you decide you want to live the rest of it out, that's fine. But like, you ever go to like an old person's house that dies, you can tell where they just stopped like exploring new things. Like the 70s was definitely their best decade, and they just kept the 70s going forever. You know what I mean? You're like,
there's still the plastic on the couch.
Yeah. I gotta say, my grandmother's 90 years old, and she updates her condo probably every 5 years. So
it's bougie, huh?
It is very modern. Yeah, like when something gets like a little bit of worn and old, she says fuck it and gets rid of it and gets something new. Yeah. And like but you go to like the condo next door, when they were built around the same time, they're all like 30 something years old, and it still looks like it's 1990 in there. You know what I mean?
You see, my family went in the opposite direction. Like if anything breaks, that's like, there's so many things that like, oh, that was grandma's, right? If it breaks, it's going to get replaced with something else that was also grandma's.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, it doesn't update at all.
I guess my grandmother's probably benefits from the fact that when they moved from Revere to Fort Myers back in like 1988, they like purged the entire house. So they got rid of like everything they didn't need to accommodate into like a 2-bedroom condo. So like there's not a lot of like stuff left over from like the past. Whereas my
Okay.
grandfather,
All right.
when my other grandfather died, he had this giant colonial like 5-bedroom house in Lynn that was every room was filled with stuff. So that's what's gonna happen. Unless my parents purge, I dread cleaning out that house someday. Hopefully they just decide to downsize sometime in the future. I have gotten all my stuff out of the house. Like during the lockdown, like in March and April, I went over there and I just went down to the basement. I cleaned it out, got everything that was mine out of there. So I have no belongings there anymore. So
yes, I have mine and half of my mom's because when she sold the house, she has storage, but that's full. But I still have some of her shit that will no doubt be with me until I burn it.
Yeah, you ship it down to New Jersey to your brother. Tell him you got a delivery.
You know what? I like that idea. Yeah, like share this.
Yeah, surprise. All right, I think we should bring Korea Maria in.
Let's do it. Maria Korea?
She is not Korean. No. Oh, is she? Maybe she is. But she is in the South Korea. Look at it. She's taking a picture of herself on the show. And I bet she's going to tweet it and be like, look, I'm with 2 handsome dudes from Massachusetts. Oh, it's a surprise. We just surprised her.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Did we interrupt you?
Sorry.
Hi.
Were you taking a picture of us and being like, oh, look how cool I am. I'm hanging out with Arty and Adam.
I was.
That's awesome. So still in South Korea, I assume, right?
I am, yes.
They haven't shipped you out yet.
No, not yet.
It's still kind of crazy. You're on the other side of the planet, right?
Yeah, we need some proof. We need proof.
Yeah, can you hold up a paper with like today's date and like
once I can go out and like explore, you will definitely have some proof. But
yeah, Maria, I'm not gonna lie. So I actually wrote you. I left you a message.
Yeah.
You didn't approve it,
Yeah.
though, apparently.
I
you probably
did.
did because I was like, it has to be moderated. No,
I did approve it, and I replied.
Okay. No, but I was reading your blog and I'm like, you know what though? This sounds like you can't do anything. Like it sounds kind of sad. I'm reading it like, oh, it's almost like here's my new tree.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like what? Where can you go? I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to really go anywhere. But the cases are getting better, so they're going to reevaluate the lockdown on Sunday. So.
Good. So I mean, like, what is your day? I'd be going. Yeah. I'd be going shit crazy.
I know. Walk us through like a day in the life because, like, typically,
I'd be going shit crazy. I don't.
When you were in Thailand, you'd get up, you'd go to the school, you teach the kids English, and then you'd have time to do stuff you want and kind of explore and everything like that, and go down alleyways and stuff, and you know. But you can't do any of that. You're like on lockdown.
Yeah, I wake up and then I eat breakfast. I FaceTime with my friend. Then I walk to school and then I come home and sleep.
So you actually have to go to the building?
Yes. Yeah, I teach in the school.
And are the kids there or are you doing it Zooming?
No, yeah, we do Zoom. So I haven't met the kids yet in person.
So why don't you just let you do it from the apartment where you're at?
I have a lot of books. Like they have a lot of books in their curriculum. So.
Okay. So you need access to all the text, if you will.
Yes, exactly.
So what grade? How old are the kids that you're teaching?
I think they're like 9 to 17. I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they have any English background whatsoever, or is this pretty much like you're just teaching them a brand new language? Like you would be
no. No, they're actually really good at English. Like a lot of them, most of them, even like my younger ones, know everything that I'm saying, and they say complete sentences. It's really, really cool.
Okay.
So it's
So hold on a second. So after that, you go home. And you like what is there anything even on television? Like what?
Yeah, they have some shows that are actually in English, and they have like the Korean subtitles at the bottom. But I bought a VPN so I can watch Netflix from the US and whatever. So, but I usually only do that on the weekends because I'm just so exhausted during the week. So,
I mean, Maria, I feel like I want to give you a medal. Like, I really do. Like, I don't, like, seriously, I'd be losing my fucking mind.
Yeah, Adam mentioned you the other day at work. He's like, yeah, I've been following Maria's blog. Yeah, man, I feel bad for
I
the
feel
poor
bad.
girl.
Like, you can't go anywhere.
So
yeah, it sucks.
not to get like depressed or anything, but like, what was Christmas and like New Year's like? I mean, that's gotta be kind of like sad, right? I mean, you're all by yourself. You don't have a roommate, right?
I mean, it wasn't much happier here, though.
Yeah, I know.
mean,
It's not like there was much going on. Yeah, but
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I would have been with people if I was home, you know, like with my family. But
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. I FaceTimed my friend a lot. Like the whole day, we actually watched a movie and like drank wine together and stuff. So.
Oh, nice. But what part of Korea are you in? I asked in your message. You never responded to me, though.
I did respond.
I don't see nothing here, Maria.
Are you on my blog site right now?
I am very, very offended. Extremely offended. I can't put into words the level of offend. Oh, the heated floors are great. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I retract.
Okay.
I apologize.
I actually, guys, I just bought the domain today. So it's mariameetskorea.com.
Yeah, you're right. It has a .com. Look at that shit. No WordPress there at all.
Well, what's the .com? Maria in Korea?
Maria meets Korea.
Oh, we've been calling you Maria in Korea as your nickname for the show.
Sounds like a Fox News reporter. Now we're in a Maria in Korea.
So what are you gonna do? So have you been? Have you ran across the DMZ yet?
No, that's on my list.
I really hope you do this. Like, at least can you touch it? I mean, tell them.
No, you can go there. I'll probably post like a TikTok or something.
How far away are you from where you are right now?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay. Are you near Seoul? That's the capital, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not near there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like southwest-ish of Seoul.
West. Okay. All right. So you're close. You're like, so I guess near China, near the China Bay of China. What?
Yeah. Huh?
I'm trying to think of like geography wise, because Japan's like right below it, right? And then like, say from the west, southwest, you're like close to the China side of it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Japan's to the east.
To the east, right? Yeah. And China's to the west.
And China's to the west, but I'm kind of, like on the border.
Yeah, you're more like southeast.
Okay.
Southeast.
All right. So you can't get to the.
Oh wait, sorry. No, you're north. Sorry, it's north. It's like northwest. It's northwest. Seoul's northwest of you.
Yeah, Seoul's northwest. You see south. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No. So Seoul's northeast.
Northeast.
No.
I think someone.
It's like right.
Someone needs a compass. Oh, Adam, she's on the other side of the world. The compasses are backwards. Just like the toilets flush the opposite direction.
That's an urban legend, dickhead.
So you can't get to the rest of Asia in South Korea. You are isolated because North Korea pretty much blocks your only way to the rest of Asia.
Yeah.
So the only way out of South Korea is either by air or by boat. You cannot travel by land.
Right.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
They really get you by the balls, those North Koreans.
It's like kind of near a river, right? You're near like a river. The Susadong. That's what it says.
Hey, listen, who likes a good dong? How often do you laugh when they use the word dong? Because I'm sure it's like, I mean, it's probably like "the" in their language, or like dong.
No, I haven't heard it.
No dong?
No.
Maybe that's Vietnamese. I think it has more dong.
Why is that? Vietnamese sounds so violent. Like I'm just saying hello.
Yeah.
Like it's horrible.
I always thought like yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that part
I'm
of
angry. Like
So obviously you guys are very north in South Korea, latitude wise, right? You're about the same longitude, latitude as almost Alaska, right? I guess if you look at the globe. So fucking
They're
cold.
kind of smack in the middle.
Like if you drew a line and went across the planet, you're like pretty much at Anchorage. I think it would be close to it, right? Or at least
It's more Alaska's more north.
Okay.
But
Say they're in between like Japan. Japan's on the right, and on the left is China. They're
Yeah,
kind of
no,
they're in the middle between them.
no, I know, but I'm saying like if you went around the world and you like try to like I'm trying to get like an idea of like what their weather's like.
Oh, you're saying. Oh,
I'm looking
okay.
Okay, so you're equivalent to South Korea is equivalent to about northern British Columbia, which is just under Alaska. If you were going to draw a line across using the latitude, which is fucking cold right now in that part of Alaska.
it's really cold.
So it's snowing there, I'm assuming, right?
It was a few days ago. It actually melted yesterday. Thank God, because I have to walk to work. But like right now it is 32 degrees, which is like the warmest it's been.
Jesus.
Like Monday and Tuesday, it was like 18 maybe to 25 around there.
And what's the? Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So you're closer to. Your longitude's about Washington State. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong part of the world. I'm a fucking idiot. That's how stupid
I
I
am too, because I was not even near both of those. So
Yeah, you're closer to Washington State latitude. What the fuck am I looking at? I was looking at this little penis sticking off of Russia that I thought was like Korea. It's not even close.
Are you sure? I got it more like like I have like Northern California, but I'm also eyeballing
maybe
it.
Oregon. Yeah, what the fuck do I know? What the geography major here? How you guys doing? But it's still cold.
It is. It's really cold. Like I thought Boston would get cold, but this is way worse. It's kind of like a dry cold.
Are you getting like a jet stream from like Siberia? As I'm assuming that's probably what's causing the coldness. It's probably like because Siberia is very cold. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just like
Not a meteorologist or anything like that. You know, I just played one on TV.
So when is your last day there? How long are you there for again?
Till December.
Next December. Adam, you want to go to Korea? We could go there. We could hang out for bring our care package. We could throw it up to our window because we probably can't see it because we're at the quarantine.
Yeah, that sounds like a worthy trip there, Arty.
One of our bosses was planning on going to Bermuda, and he was told he has to quarantine for 4 days when he gets to Bermuda. He was only planning on going there for 5.
Yeah.
So he canceled the trip because I guess it's under UK control, so they were like very strict on their like people coming in, I guess, which I can understand. You don't want people, especially an island like that, you don't want people just coming and fucking around.
Right.
At least they told him though. Imagine if they didn't tell him that. He went.
Do you imagine what he would do if he got there and they didn't tell him?
Yeah.
No.
He's a very angry guy sometimes. You probably there'd be a situation in Bermuda.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's crazy though. Only 4 days.
Yeah, it's very odd. Well, you know, it does seem kind of short, right? You would think you would have to quarantine for a little bit longer, but I think that's 4 days with a valid test as well. I think after you got tested, you still have to wait 4 days. But
oh yeah, all right.
So me and the family were supposed to fly to Tennessee and then drive to Florida in March for our spring break. But we opt to drive because I'm not quite sure what the hell the fucking flying situation is going to be like in like another 7-8 weeks from now. I'm a little like, I'd rather just drive because we did the math and we had to ship down the car seat for the little guy and all his shit. And it was going to cost almost the same amount of money to ship everything down in the rental car, just to the amount of money it would spend on gas just to drive down. So we're taking the yellow Jeep of fun and we're going to go spring break.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, we're going to take the doors off for my son. He likes it when he's driving in the car seat with no doors and roof. He thinks it's a wild adventure. Very safe.
It might also be kind of sad in a way too, because already it's like spring break, but we're getting to that age where it's like I want to be in bed by like 11.
All right, so let me put this in perspective for you. Spring break 2004, we took the yellow Jeep and we drove straight down 27 hours to Fort Myers, no stops. We just took turns driving. Spring break 2021, we're planning to take 3 days to go down to Florida with overnight stops so we can rest up a little bit.
Yeah, that is right.
A little bit different than gung ho, a bunch of horny teenage boys just heading to the Florida coast to try to get some tail. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
times have changed, my friend.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about getting a nice night, 8 hours, and if I can, and relaxing by the courtyard Marriott pool for a few hours and have a cocktail or two.
Yeah. Not mingling with like a syphilis-infested group of people.
Yeah, that's how I have an 11-year-old in Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Allegedly.
Oh,
Let's hope hope Amy's not watching. I'm just kidding, of course. You would have to have sex in order to have a child.
I think when you first met Sue, there was a small part of her that believed that story.
So the story's kind of interesting. And if you haven't heard the story goes as follows. Joey Balober, as we all know, and his brother Anthony and I all went to Florida 2006 for spring break, like we did every year. And we met these girls from the Pittsburgh, Newcastle, Pennsylvania, to be exact. And Joey fooled around with one girl, and I fooled around with another girl. There was no incidents in which one could get a person impregnated unless there was a lot of things that it took a lot of involvement in order to get impregnated. At this point, you need like a
you gotta put in the work. Yeah.
No, you would need a syringe at this point. You would have to scrape up DNA off the side of a barn.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but we didn't have Facebook at the time. We just had MySpace, right? So we became MySpace friends. This is 2006. This is fucking 15 years ago. So I got home and it was like April, and I remember being in my computer class. And I was looking at something, and I was looking at her on MySpace, and she posted her ultrasound picture. So I was like, "Whoa,
that's fucking evil."
Yeah, but it wasn't mine because I didn't have sex with her.
I know, but it's still. I mean, it's automatically going to be in your head. It's
no,
just
but it was
a guy thing. You know,
it was kind of fun. It was funny though. I kind of joked around with it, and then Eric took it to the next level. And then for the last 15 years now, I've had a kid who's always seemed to be 10 years old. He's never grown. He's never shrunk in age. He's been 10 years old for the last 15 years in Pittsburgh. So Eric's like, there's a kid in Pittsburgh who has a blowout and loves Tom Brady and has no idea why.
I know, and Eric, you saying that, and Eric saying that, like I said, I think at first Sue really believed at one point that story was true.
I think so too. I think she's still a little bit inside, maybe thinks it's a little smidgen of possibility. I tell her that because, I don't help the situation because every Father's Day, when Father's Day's over the next day, I go, well, that was a close one. I go, didn't get any phone calls today.
I have fantasized about messing with Sue and like sending somebody over, paying somebody to come over and be like, he has my kid. I'm from Pittsburgh.
Oh my God. It sounds believable though.
Oh, I mean,
I've thought about it.
Listen, it could have easily happened, but it didn't. There was, the girl Monaco Joey was with was even questionable of legal age. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's great.
That would be such a great.
We're in Florida. It was fine.
Yeah, Florida's like a different country.
Yeah, I mean, she was only 12. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, right? He was 30, so just kidding.
Not a big age difference.
12, 13 maybe. But
Arty, would you let that April Fool's Day prank fly? Because I'm thinking about it, like having somebody come.
You know me, I would let anything fly.
And knock on the door and tell Suze that it's your.
The great thing about me, there's a very small margin of like no cross zone. You know what I mean? There's a very.
You gotta ask. You still have to ask.
No, I know, but there's a very like. I would let almost anything happen. I mean, until the point where like you just see some of the text messages I send to my family text group, like they were very, very inappropriate texts. You know what I mean?
I'm shocked.
Like for example, today the joke I did today. Did you hear what the guy with the big dick had for breakfast, Maria?
No, what?
I had eggs, waffle.
I thought it was oatmeal.
Well, it could be anything because I'm the guy with the big dick.
Oh, I understand.
Wow, Maria.
I used that joke 3 times today.
Expired already, definitely.
It's just one of those things that just goes without. I mean, because basically, what the hell, right? Who cares? I sent this picture of this midget woman, and it was a video, and she was like rapping hardcore, and she was like probably like 2 feet tall, and she was old, and she was blonde. And I sent it to my family text, and I go, Ma, I didn't realize you were a rapper. because my mother's a small blonde lady, and I thought that was funny. She was very appalled by it. I'm also the same person to email my parents the video for Two Girls, One Cup like 10 years ago, and said, "Hey, take a look at these videos that I took when I was on spring break in Florida. Do you know these people?"
Did you really do that?
Oh yeah, my mother said she was repulsively disgusted with.
Oh my God, Arty, what is wrong?
I should have been on Jackass. The amount of shit I do, the stuff I do to my family, I could have been like Bam's family and not South Park. What was it? Jackass.
Yeah, Jackass.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're making another one without any of them dying. Like they're filming it now, and they're like 40, 50?
50.
Now?
I was just gonna say, how old are they?
Yeah, they're really old. Like how could
Johnny Knoxville's like 52 years old, I think.
Let's see.
It's funny that he was like a serious actor too. Like he like tried to do serious acting roles.
Oh, he tried. Yeah, he did.
Like before, like Jackass picked up, he's like in movies where he's like playing like a B or a C role, but he's like trying to do like a real like acting.
Yeah, he's 49. Holy
49,
shit.
Yeah, so like, and he looks like shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, you know, Bam looks like shit. He's 41 now.
I have to look this up now.
Steve-O is 46.
So is Bam the one that had the uncle and aunt that he lived with, that the uncle ended up getting in trouble for kiddie porn or something like that?
Yeah, I believe, yeah. Yep.
What's up with the kiddie porn? Like, come on.
I don't know.
Ew, what?
Fucked up.
Maria, we have a guy in our office that comes in late at night and looks at mature gay porn.
And sits at my workstation.
Sits at Adam's desk and looks at it.
Nice.
Allegedly.
No, it's not nice at all, Maria. It's horrible.
I want to know what consists of mature gay porn. I'm thinking about a bunch of like 70-year-old men.
I want to know why my workstation's being violated.
Yeah, I would Lysol that keyboard every morning.
I'm setting up an HD cam. Serious.
What's going on?
Good.
You need
no, you see Joe when I told him that, he's like, I don't want to know what goes on here at night.
Yeah, he doesn't want. He'd rather not know.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to know, actually.
Like a black light to that keyboard, you can see it from space.
Ooh.
On the couch.
Oh yeah, I don't sit. You notice I've never sat in that couch.
No.
We have an office couch that I have never sat on, and there's a good reason for.
Yeah, I don't.
Adam sat in the couch though. Didn't you sit there when you were waiting for your interview when you came in?
Of course I did, because it's a couch.
I wouldn't touch that couch.
Well, I know that now.
Were you working in the summertime when we were infested by ants in the couch?
Yeah, the stupid cracker in the kitchen, yeah.
They had crackers in the couch, and like ants had gotten into it, and there was an infestation of like little teeny ants. Yeah, and they were everywhere. Like, I don't know where they even came from.
It sounds like that couch needs to be thrown out.
It should be thrown out. It should not even be. It's a biohazard, that couch.
Yeah.
Apparently, people used to have sex on it. Allegedly, I guess. We worked with a guy who used to get hookers. Like, he used to like stay late and get the hookers and bring them to the office.
Oh God. It's like table 13 at Marg's.
Table 13 at Marg's. Adam, if you go there, do not sit at table 13.
Is it still open?
Well, when it opens again, yeah, they closed it till March 9th. But when
I wouldn't know which one. I usually just go to the bar. I don't know which table.
I wouldn't let you sit at table 13.
Okay, I think I would just say, hey, anywhere but table 13.
when I used to be on so it's like a little cove area. So when it was like a full restaurant before they turned it into like more of a lounge, that was like the area where the employees would go sit and eat their like dinners and stuff like that in that little area.
Yeah.
So I would never sit at that particular table. I'd sit at table 11, which was like diagonal from it, and eat my dinner there.
What would happen at 13?
Not mature gay porn, but I would say young gay porn took place live on that table. During after.
Well, I mean,
allegedly, I don't know for sure. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't know for sure. There was some shenanigans done on that table. I could say there's been shenanigans done in almost every corner of that restaurant. But isn't that every restaurant, though?
Probably. Yeah, there's no way in thinking you're the ones who invented it, because I'm sure other people did the same.
Everything I learned from the master, and that the master is the Taoist. He is my Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's so sad.
Can you picture a little...
You're better than him, Arty. Like, come on, man.
Adam, picture a little naive 20-year-old Arty DiMatteo.
Okay.
Right? And I walk in, and it's my first servant job ever. And I come across a 29-year-old Eric Powers who's pulling broads by the night.
Fucking run.
And I look at him and I go, how do you do this? Teach me what you know. And he taught me. And then the teacher taught the student, and the student became the teacher. Because look, I mean,
you're twisting words.
I clearly went.
So Eric is what now?
I went to the dark side. I would have been Anakin. He would have been Obi-Wan. And then I met Qui-Gon Jinn, the guy who taught Eric, years later. And I was like, wow.
Okay. This is all getting convoluted. What is Eric right now?
He's Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's old Obi-Wan from like the new Star Wars.
Yeah, but Obi-Wan was still cool. He wasn't like mentally decrepit like Eric really is.
I don't know. Obi-Wan's kind of mentally decrepit in like the episodes like 6, 7, 8, and 9. Like when he's in the cave, like and he's all like, you know, when they.
No, he was dead by then because he sacrificed himself. So Luke and.
Oh, hold on. I'm thinking of Luke. Let me rewind. So I'm like Anakin. Eric's like Luke.
Oh, so he's a whiny little bitch.
No, that doesn't make any sense because I'm the bad guy. So I should be Darth. So he has to be Obi-Wan. So yes, Eric's dead. So Casey was right. So Casey was on the show last week and he said that Eric's still dead.
Casey
G.
Oh, how's he doing?
He's doing actually great because he hates people and being able to work from home is the best thing that ever happened to him. So
but he does have a book on Amazon.
Yes, don't ask him about it. He'll take 30 minutes on explaining just a paragraph. I made the mistake last week. We were like closing the show up, and I was like, Casey, can you just plug your book real quick? Give us where we can find it. And then he went off for like 20 minutes, and I was like, whoa, okay.
He talks about it, and then when you think he's done plugging it, he's like, let me read a review.
Yeah, I love it. But he doesn't get it. Like when you say, hey, we got 5 minutes left, he doesn't like get a clear signal. Like, oh, let's wrap this up. All right, so hold on. So I'm Anakin. So Eric would have to be. So if I'm Darth Vader, I guess maybe I'm Han Solo's son. Oh, I'm so confused. I went to the dark side.
I think we have to rethink this angle
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll go over this tomorrow morning because I'm curious where you're going with this, but it's too extensive to break down right now.
Because I've trained.
You should write it all out, make a map.
Because
we'll map it out tomorrow.
Because Meza would be my predecessor. The kid I used to work with.
No, but Eric taught you.
Yes, and then I taught someone. I taught Meza.
Mirza?
Yeah, so Meza would be, the kid who worked at the, he worked on the bar with me on Saturdays. Adam, when he used to come in, he was the exterminator.
Oh, yeah.
So
guy with skydiving.
Yeah, so he's my next generation. So I trained him. So who's he? Like, I got to find out who I am.
Training. He seemed to be kind of like that kind of guy that would seem kind of douchey, but probably gets a lot of ass.
He does get a lot of ass. He did bang a girl on Christmas Eve. A flight attendant.
Did he really?
But yes and no. I mean, yeah, he doesn't believe in Christmas. He doesn't celebrate Christmas, so it was just another day for him. But it was still Christmas Eve, and he did score a lonely flight attendant, which is points in my book. So
wow, good for him.
Yeah. So I mean, I did teach him some ways of the way.
I'm sure you taught him some stuff.
We gotta hash this timeline because I've met the guy that trained Eric, and I would really like to meet the guy that trained that guy.
I don't want any of that training.
Who you'd be? You'd be like a Han Solo, right? You'd be like a side.
I'm like Han Solo. I am Han Solo. I'm like off. I don't talk about it. I just kind of do my thing.
Who'd Maria be? Maria, who'd you be? Like,
I don't watch. I've watched like one Star Wars movie. So
which one? Do you know which one you watched? Or because there's like 20 of them.
Yeah, no, I have no idea which one.
What is your favorite movie, Maria? What's
your type of movie? Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite type of movie. I mean,
you don't a favorite movie in general?
No.
Okay, what's your favorite song of all time?
Oh, that is an easy one.
I know. Hold on. Before you say it, let me say it. I'm going to say it's a Hillary Duff song.
Oh, you are close. She is my top 3, but what's the next one, Arty? Come on.
Oh, God, I know this
song of all time, man.
She asked me 100 times to play it when I DJ. It's
karaoke.
Yes. Wasn't it Hillary Duff? Didn't you take the microphone? You were singing around cleaning tables, singing Hillary Duff?
Yeah, I did do that.
Oh, Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
Yes, you and she met Justin Bieber before he was
I
famous.
did. Wait, actually, I just posted a TikTok yesterday because I will just show you a picture real quick of my TikTok because it's funny. That's me and Jay Beebs.
I remember you posted that picture. I was like,
Yeah.
before he was famous. Really, he was
Yeah.
just a nobody.
Yeah, I met him in 2009. I was like, who is this guy?
Were you at a mall or something like that? Was that what he was, or some kind of like shop or
Uh,
something? He was like, that's when he was making his tours before he was diddled by Usher, or while he was
no.
being diddled by Usher.
Canada can take him back. That'd be great.
Who? Jay Beebs?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, all right. So Maria's top 3 is Hillary Duff, Justin Bieber, and Eminem. And the reason I know it's Eminem is because when I first met Maria many, many years ago, she was hammered at a 4th of July cookout. And I told her that Eminem sucked. And she's like, fuck you. You suck. And she was just getting
That was like one of the first times. Oh.
yeah, she was getting very angry and very vulgar
So
towards me.
sentimental.
And I was laughing my ass off. And I'm like, she's so like just poking the bear. You were like blacked out drunk though. That was a wild cookout.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was at one of our friends Shannon's house. It was like was it a 4th of July cookout? It was where her brother was going. His brother was going away. No, that was a different party we went to. When he went to boot camp, right?
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Did the
Yeah, no,
BSW.
that one was for 4th of July, yeah.
And she had a dunk tank, right? If I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was
That's
fun.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was like literally the party started. I think I got there at like 10 o'clock to set up my DJ equipment in the morning. And I DJ'd till 9 p.m. where I had to leave because I had a DJ at Tavern in the Square that night too. That was a very long day of DJ.
Oh, I remember that.
So what the hell? That'd be like 2003, maybe 2013, 2013, maybe. Does that ring a bell? 2014. Maybe?
Yeah, I think 2014 because I started at Margs in 2013.
Many, many moons ago. I feel like that was like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like lately I've been hearing more dates that make me feel old. Like, remember, you were saying something earlier. We're talking about the Red Sox or something. Like, well, shit, that was like how many years ago?
Yeah.
You know?
So
Crazy.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, the teens have been like almost like an irrelevant kind of like decade until like recently, where I start thinking like, oh, that stuff. Like, I guess I don't know, when you're living in it, you really don't think about it. But it's like, well, that was
No,
like
you're right. You know,
2012. That was 2010. You know,
Yeah, it's weird.
my 20-year class reunion is coming up next year. Eric Adams is coming up this year.
it should be.
Yeah, dude, 20 years out of high school, from Stoneham High School, class of 2001. Are you going to the reunion?
It depends how far away it is. If it's close, like my 10-year was, I'll go.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be like probably in Woburn at like a hotel somewhere, right?
Well, it was in Woburn 10 years ago.
Oh, you can walk there.
That'd be great. I did.
We had a 5-year at the where Bishuteki was, and that was a shit show. Because we were still basically in college at that point,
Yeah,
right?
nothing's changed much.
Yeah.
5 isn't really much. I think 10 is the first.
Yeah, we did a 10 in Boston, and a good amount of people showed up, and that's when you started seeing the aging of the girls, and like you could start seeing like, oh, they're a little rough around the edges, and the guys there's a few guys that looked like they would drag through the rain, but for the most part, the guys were, I would say, taking the lead over the ladies, because they pumping out kids, they're married, they're stressed out, they're divorced. But I've noticed over the next 10 years, there's been a lot of divorces in my graduating class. A lot of divorces. So the 20-year reunion is going to be quite the spectacle. I cannot wait. It's going to be great.
Wait, they don't have a 15-year? It's only
They
5
did.
and 20?
So our class president he opted out of the 15-year.
Mine did too. He said we'll do it every 10.
Yeah, I guess, because it's weird, because it's like you see people all the time, like bartending in Revere, you see a good amount of people.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, it wasn't like, but like most schools are, like you kind of mesh in with your other classes. So I know kids who are like 4 years younger than me because my sister's age, up to like kids who are like 2 years older than me because of like my buddy's brother's age. So, but you all the kids in that like kind of 6-year span, so you see them all the time. So you really lose track of when they graduated and who they graduated with at some point. So it's kind of just like but a lot of people don't live in Revere anymore, which is kind of sad. Most of the people have like moved out so I don't get to see as many as I used to when I first started working on Mogs, which is weird. I used to like it. Some people hate seeing people they went to high school with. I actually enjoyed it, you know.
I like to run away from people that I went to high school with.
My high school crush used to come in all the time. Oh, like 2012, 2013, she was in there like once a week. I think she was doing it on purpose just to fuck with me.
You see, when I run into somebody I see from high school, I have kind of the opposite thing. Like, I'm like, there's very few. It's nothing personal. It's just like there's no reason I have to talk to you, and it's like, what are we gonna talk about? And so I have that moment where it's like I make accidental eye contact, and it's like, fuck, now I have to talk. Right, so I walk up, I start talking. It's like it's the same shit. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, cool, right, great. You have kids, and then it's like, when is this conversation gonna end? Bye.
Yeah, like get me out of here. I talked to one person from my high school, like from my class, and I'm good with that. But everybody else, like if I go to Target and Revere, I'm just like, oh my God, don't look at me.
Were you class of 2000? You were a class of 2015?
Me?
Yeah.
2012.
2012.
Yeah.
I was making a joke. I figured it was low. I was going to say 2002. But
oh.
So you graduated high school 10 years after me. So your 10-year reunion is coming up next year. Insane. Yeah,
next year. I'm probably not going to go, but.
I think everyone should go regardless because it gives you kind of like a reset of your life, where you think you are in life, right? So like, say you're like sitting there and you're like, hi, and why am I not at this point in my life where I should be? I should be doing this. How come I haven't done this? So you go to one of these things and it's kind of like a reset. So it kind of like you put you like in a curve, a grading curve, right? So you know where you fall in. So like, you say you went to your 20-year reunion and you've already been divorced twice and you have no kids and you've been laid off or fired, right? Now you can evaluate yourself. And like the guy who's a millionaire, like, well, I'm way down here. But if you're just like an average person, you're like, I'm just doing my thing. You're with the average. So you're actually doing pretty damn good. You know what I mean? You're not at the millionaire sex, but you're not like I'm sitting there like eating tuna out of a can because I haven't figured out my life yet, And I like to go to it for a self-esteem boost because I think I look pretty good for my age. And when I compare myself to some of the people I graduated, they're a little rough around the edges. So it's more of a self-esteem boost for me. I do it more for like a person.
Right. It definitely is.
Put myself on that pedestal. So I know I have to get into a little bit more shape for the next year or so because,
I'm thinking that about myself too.
Yeah, cases like a wet t-shirt contest I want to participate in.
There you go.
Shirt off, right? I made the mistake. I've been to my 5-year reunion. I took a girl that I was in the process of breaking up with. Big mistake. Because
why would you do that?
Well, I don't know. I was holding on to the little bit of life we had, Maria.
Okay.
And if I could do it again, I wouldn't because my high school crush was there and she was ready to go, if you know what I mean. And I had this anchor attached to me.
But see, then we wouldn't have this story, Arty.
Yeah, so. I guess not. I guess I'd just be like, I'd probably be married to my high school crush because I probably would have got pregnant. So, no, but seriously. But then I went to my 10-year solo because my ex at the time didn't want to go, and I go, big mistake. And I went, and it was pretty good. People kept thinking I had a nationwide radio show, which was hilarious because there's this kid I know, Sean, who actually does a regional radio, a nationwide radio show, and he's based in Las Vegas, and he does modern TV. So he's actually doing real radio and TV. And then I'm friends with him, and obviously me and him are sitting at the bar, we were chit-chatting, and people were coming up to us like, "Ooh, radio wars." And I'm laughing. I'm like, well, this guy does he does like mix music, like he's on the mix station in Boston. And he works out of Las Vegas. And I'm like here doing dick jokes on Facebook. I'm like, not even close of radio was. I'm like, the big difference is he's getting paid for this. And I'm not. But it was just funny because like people just like, you post whatever you want online. They just think like whatever the fuck you're doing, right? I think I'm an astronaut. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. I
can't do much these days, with the kid and everything. He's kind of getting in the way of my social life.
That's what it is.
Nothing like a 13-month-old to really put a damper on your not that I was going out. No, in reality, I'm not going out. I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock at night if I'm lucky. Unless I'm playing in my Lego City. I was downstairs in the basement at Lego City till 1:30 last night.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
I don't know what I was doing. Because I come down there and I put the TV on and I'm kind of in my zone and I was like working on a project and then I was like, I got inspired. So I'm like, oh, let me film a video. And I'm like, all right, let me tweak this.
See, that's good though. That's not bad. That's good stuff.
You know, a bottle of wine later. And then I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh, it's 1:30. Maybe I should get some sleep tonight because, you know, it's tough to operate.
Responsibilities sucks.
You know,
yeah.
It's not so much the sleep, it's the hangover, you know. You see me in the morning days that you know I've been drinking the night before.
I know. I always know. Yeah.
Come on. I don't lighten up until about lunchtime. I'm pretty much like, I get the headphones on, I'm like zoning in.
I can always tell by your response time in the morning when it's just you and me and I'm talking to you. Like if I got to give it a count, I know when you've been drinking.
Sometimes I've been hurting a little bit. I gotta say I'm impressed. The last 2 days I've been ahead of schedule. I've been dropping my son off at my mother's house way earlier than scheduled. I've been getting in there when you were getting in there. I'm usually seeing you pulling in.
Yeah.
That's not happening tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you that. Probably gonna be 15 minutes late.
Breaking the streak.
Yeah, this bottle of wine is just tasting so good.
I have like 7 bottles of wine in my fridge. So.
I was gonna say you can go and buy alcohol, right? While you're there, right? You can drink. You can drink your fucking face off, right? Yeah.
Maria's probably teetering on alcoholism right now. I know I would be.
What's the weed like? Can you do weed over there if you wanted to, or is that kind
of
no? It's shut down. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah. How about heroin? Could you do if you want to get off the streets of Korea?
Heroin's all the rage these days.
A little Korean guy giving you some fentanyl. Be like, hey, you want to get crazy?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah. I don't think it's a big thing over there. I feel like those Asian countries, like heroin's not like a thing on the street. I bet they do like anal poppers, right? No. Am I losing you guys? Everything's in slow motion right now.
Okay. Well, opium, that's different though.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure it's not fucked up.
Yeah, I think it's just the video. I think the video is
beer goggles on.
Oh, maybe I'm just I hit the wrong button. Whoa, everything's in slow motion. Opium was a big thing in like India, right? In that part of Asia.
Yeah, I believe so. Well, there was the opium wars. That was the thing.
Yeah, the golden triangle. Have you heard
right there? There you go.
Not to be confused with the golden shower.
Yeah, that was in like the mid 1800s.
I feel like a lot of Koreans would be popping like acid and doing some ecstasy, listening to some K-pop and going crazy.
And like getting women's panties out of vending machines.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
She's like,
what?
They like. I think their thing is they like to drink soju a lot.
Soju, what's that like? Is that like a sake, kind of like a wine, or is it?
It's kind of like a vodka.
Okay.
I actually have a bottle. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I would. I'm curious. I'm gonna see if I can get this at Cappy's because I want to try some. It's funny how it's daylight over there too.
Why are your windows grayed out?
So you don't see what she's doing. It is funny. It's like, what is it? So we're at 9 o'clock Eastern. So it's 11 o'clock over there.
Yeah. Yep. Almost 11.
So you can actually drink right now, and it wouldn't be weird.
Yeah, but I mean, I have school, so.
Oh. Ooh, school. Never gotten away with a good time, right? That's an interesting bottle.
Soju. This is lemon flavored. It's my favorite. It's so good.
What's the alcohol content and something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe 40. Can you read that?
I know.
No. Let me do a quick Google search.
I'm curious. And is it possible for you to bring back maybe a bottle when you come back to the States next year so we could try some of that? Because I would love to get a little sip of that. I'm curious.
They might have some at like a Korean store there.
Yeah, they might actually. It's probably a good call.
So it's 24%.
24?
What?
That's not too bad.
That's like 24 for a can. No, that's really high. 24%.
Yeah, no, that's very good.
Oh wait, you're not mixing. Are you mixing that with something, or are you drinking it straight?
No, I drink it. You drink it straight.
Wow, that's wild. Because wine.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
So they take shots of it.
Yeah.
Like they'll go out to eat and just like take shots of it, and you just drink a bunch of. They drink a lot here.
So yeah, I would imagine because there's not much to do, especially during lockdown. So 24% is equivalent to like a coconut rum. So like I don't know, like a Parrot Bay is 24%. So it's about just drinking like a Parrot Bay.
Wow, that makes me feel.
Yes, but you're drinking a Pirate Bay at a time. Like, I mean, that's not a lot, but it's still a lot to have. Like,
Yeah, and I've always mixed my Parrot Bay. I've never drank it straight out.
It's like a whole Maria, go you.
Jesus.
That's why they are pretty dangerous. Like, they have grapefruit. They have a bunch of different flavors, and they're really good. Yeah, but I've had like maybe 1 or 2 bad hangovers from them.
Yeah.
But I really don't ever get hangovers.
You're gonna come back to the States and be like drinking vodka like it's water because I'm like, I'm used to this stuff. It's
No.
That's awesome. I guess what else are you gonna shoot? You can't. So that just sucks. So you can't sightsee. At least the years you're there for another year though. So at least you have some time. Hopefully shit picks up, then you can go.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna get the vaccine next month, from what I've heard.
And how do you fit into that qualification since you're not a citizen? Can you get the vaccine?
I haven't really looked into it.
Because you're on a visa, right?
Yes.
So what happens if you're on a MasterCard? Do you get more advantage than if you're on a visa?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe you get the vaccine on the MasterCard. No vaccine on the visa.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, no, I don't know how that's going to work out, but I guess I'll find out.
You will find out.
Yeah.
After these words. Well, that's crazy, Maria. Well, we're glad you're still alive and you haven't been kidnapped, because that was my biggest concern, that you were going to get kidnapped in Korea.
No, it's actually it's pretty like very safe here.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's violent crime like over there? It's got to be pretty low, right?
Yeah, they have CCTVs everywhere, so
yeah, so no one's fucking around.
Yeah, like they have stores where they don't even have cashiers.
Yeah.
You just like go pay. It's like an honor system thing, and like, but they have CCTVs, so if anything happens, you get caught. So.
I'm sure a Korean jail isn't the nicest place in the world too. I'm sure it's a little more harsher than like a county jail here in the States.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't picture Asians doing anything illegal. I'm not being stereotypical.
I'm the same way, and it's horrible because it it's not like it happens.
Most Asians I know are very honest, very like down to earth, nice people. Like you never see them like you don't think they'll do anything bad. They're always kind of like very friendly and nice and honest. Like that's my impression of them.
Yeah, I would get murdered because I'd walk into a bad area and be laughing when they would threaten me because I wouldn't believe them.
It'd turn you into like a sock puppet.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's bad seeds in every bunch, I guess, but I mean, it's like saying like I've never met a bad person from Revere. They all seem to be great people. Like myself.
Are you joking?
I've never met a bad one. No, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
We should be like the poster child for humanity, citizens of Revere. Be like us.
Right. Actually, I found this TikTok and I wanted to stitch it. Well, I did stitch one. You weren't there though.
What's stitch mean? I'm confused.
Actually, yeah, so I just found that out.
So I know what TikTok is. I know what Twitch is, but what's stitch? Is that
okay, so you stitch a video in TikTok. So what you'll do is so this is a stitch. So the original video is first.
Okay.
And then I'm after.
Oh, okay. So you're taking some of the content and adding to another. Okay.
Yeah. So I actually stitched this video. They were like, what was the worst thing that happened to you, like in a customer service job or whatever? And I'm like, I need to think of more Marg stuff because so much shit went on there. Like,
oh yeah. When I finally leave that place, I'm releasing the book.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
I wish I had more more stories to tell, but the one that I told was, did you ever hear about the story when Michaela threw, or like the lady at bar one, she threw a margarita glass at Michaela.
I did hear that.
Michaela threw one back. Yeah.
Yes.
So I told that story. It was funny.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Corey Smith story when this lady, she came in, she was drunk and it was her birthday, and she's like, I need you to give me a shot. And he's like, I'll give you a shot, but you gotta pay for it. And she's like, I can pay for my shot. So he's like, okay. So he gives her the shot, and she takes the shot and throws the shot glass at his head. And then he turns around and throws the salt shaker at her.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Yeah. And then like 15 years ago when I first started working there, I was there like on a Tuesday after a Celtics game, and this bartender, this guy Rob, was working, and this drunk guy came in and started mouthing off and took a 20-ounce glass and threw it at Rob. And Rob ducked, and then the guy was on the bar like a monkey, and he was going to jump and attack him. And all of a sudden, this off-duty cop was there, and he got up and like clotheslined the guy off the bar onto the floor and took him down.
God.
Yeah. So
Dude,
I understand. Some crazy shit happens at that place. I almost threatened one night. I had to bring a butcher knife out to the parking lot because I was afraid I was going to get stabbed.
Oh my God. That place is like fucking, I don't know.
Awesome.
Something's wrong with that place. Like,
If I was a Hollywood writer and I was writing a sitcom about like working at a bar, I would just sit there and I would get all the free stories ever. Just sit there and like, write your ass off.
Oh God. Joe should be a writer.
Oh yeah. I remember one time I was getting interviewed by the Revere Journal for my baseball park adventures. And the writer came in and he sat at bar one, and me and him were just chatting while I was working. Because he's like, oh, I want to interview you while you're working. I want to get an idea of like your personality and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come in on a Tuesday, sit at the bar, whatever. And this drunk guy sits next to him, and he's being super obnoxious. And I'm like, he's asking weird questions, and he's like, where I can get a hooker and some cocaine. And I'm like, oh, this is great for an article. So, fucking love it.
That's Revere.
Yep. All right, Maria, we're getting close to the end. Can you tell everyone how they can find you? You get your new URL. Where can we read your blog?
So it's mariameetskorea.com. And then I have TikTok, but my TikToks aren't really that funny, but I think they are. So here we go.
It's tough. It's tough to have a funny TikTok when you're stuck in your apartment all day, I guess.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So that's
thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure talking to you. We like to stay in touch with you through the course of your trip over in Korea, because we were actually, now we're very fascinated in the daily life of Maria over there.
Yes, please keep us updated.
Yeah, we want to know once you get out of like the prison that you're in right now, like things you can do and stuff, and like people you meet, and maybe you can bring some of your Korean friends on the show. That'd be great.
Yeah. No, definitely. When I can do stuff, I'll let you know.
Maybe we could find a Korean wife for our friend Eric, because he's into the Asian stuff.
Yeah, sure.
You can do like, you can do brainstorm. You get like 3 single Korean friends of yours, and we do like the dating game with Eric from like the other side of the country, or like a world.
All right. I need to find myself a man first, okay? So, and then I'll work on him.
There you go.
So,
Mr. You'll be able to find it. Imagine if you find a man in Korea and you like stay there and you're like, I just married Mr. Korea.
I don't
He's like a K-pop legend.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Nice, right? Yeah. He's the Justin Bieber of Korea.
Oh, yes. I would love that. Yeah.
Perfect. So mariameetskorea.com. Check it out for all her Korean needs. Adam, what do you plug in? The Whirlwind Potato.
Yeah, check out the Whirlwind Potato. I plan on posting an update soon on YouTube.
There you go. And you can check out me on the Wicked Explorers and the Wicked Bricksters and Wicked Brews and Chews. I have 3 Instagrams where it's all Wicked in there, so it has to do with me. So I hope you guys enjoy. And thank you again, Maria, for joining us. And
thank you, Maria.
All right, thank you.
We'll see you guys next week.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
What the fuck is that? I'll see you in about 12 hours, big boy.
Bye. Bye, Maria.
Bye.